What is up, my crypto legends? How is everyone doing? I'm gonna go here quickly through the comment section, see what's going on here, because it looks like that Bitcoin is having a little bit of pumpy action right now. We might be hitting a good selling point. Let's see how the market reacts. Okay, we're going to zoom in on the 15-minute. You know the deal. On these live streams, I am looking for scalping opportunities with you guys. We are just slightly getting above this major resistance range. Let's see what happens, because I think that this is just a dead cat bounce and we're potentially going to get a big massive fall. You know the deal. We have a huge amount of volume here on Bitcoin to the downside. I think this is a good shorting opportunity. If we take a look at fib levels from the start of this drop, we are basically hitting that 618. Okay, as you can see, we could potentially reverse from here. We're actually getting that major big rejection right now. I would be more interested at the 36.3k levels. Let's see what happens, because we can see the S&P 500 right now is opening with a little bit of a pump. Okay, let's see what happens. I think this is just a kind of, relief rally. So yeah, but we have lost a major support here on the S&P. Okay, I'm talking about the 4,250 points. I have somebody here, best buy today. Says Christian, best buy today. Potentially, I think it's good areas of accumulation. Yes, we could go much lower, but yeah, it's definitely good areas of accumulation. All right, Bitcoin has been dropping. It's well down. It's over 50% approximately from all-time highs. So it's already starting to be a good buying area, in my personal opinion. All right, to accumulate. Now, I just want to zoom in here. It looks like that potentially we are going to get I would wait here for a potential short opportunity. The areas that I'm looking at that 36.2, 36.3. We had a little bit of a pumpy action right now. Let's see if we can pump a little bit more, and let's see how we react to that 36k levels. Why 36? Well, like I said, $36,000 has been a big major support. We've had consistent bounces, as you can see here, back in January, in the first week of February. So it is a major level that I would be looking for here in the next coming minutes, potentially. So let's see. Right, we're going to take a look. Like I said, S&P 500, it's very important. We have lost a big major level, which is the 4,250 points. And on the VPVR, we are just about to lose this big peak or mountain. Now, if we start losing this range right now, which currently I think we are going to lose it because of the situation worldwide, there's going to be a lot of panic, and I think we are at the verge of a continuation of a potential major cascade event here on the markets, because of the current situation. You guys know the deal. Next major stop here on the S&P 500 would be around about the 4,000 points. So we could drop 100 points basically, in my personal opinion, today, but maybe, because we do have a huge gap here. Not much volume traded in between 4,000 and 4,100 points. So we'll be analyzing here quickly what is happening with the current situation here on the market. Let's see if BTC does manage to have a little bit of more of pumpy action here in the next coming minutes during the stream, because I will be very interested to short that 36.2 K levels. Okay, so let's zoom in here in the comment section and see how everyone is doing. Hi Andy from Mexico, hello. How affects Ukrainian conflict on crypto? A lot. It will affect a lot. Of course, it's going to affect the general market. It's also affecting Bitcoin and crypto. You know the deal. Basically, we had the news early this morning of the conflict that there is, and the market started dropping heavily also on Bitcoin and also the traditional stocks. Luna, please, let's take a look at Luna, because I think Luna, we did analyze Luna not long ago, and I think we got this situation for Luna where basically I think this area right over here is going to be a consolidation area. I think Luna can drop much more, all the way down to the $37 range. I think it will lose this low over here and retest this low in the next coming days potentially. Now I think this area is going to be very, very good for accumulation, which is, you know, in between $38 and $50 in my personal opinion. So yeah, let's take a look at buy Bitcoin, says Christian. Yeah, I think accumulate, always accumulate. It's always good. If you manage to accumulate 1 Bitcoin, try and accumulate 2 Bitcoin. So I went all in today, says Christian. Yeah, I mean, we are at extreme panic right now. So it's not a bad idea to get in pretty heavily, because you know the deal. Feed and greed index at extreme fear. We know what's going on. I don't want to mention the names, okay, of the countries or, you know, any politician, but we know the deal, the conflict that there is right now worldwide. This is definitely affecting the market a lot. So could be this the bottom, right? Could this be the bottom? Well, I think, you know, there is going to be some difficult weeks ahead of us. So this could definitely affect the market. My target right now, looking at breaking these major support levels, is to continue to the downside. Of course, we could have relief rallies to that 36.3 and then continue to the downside. But I think, you know, it's very, very likely that I think we're probably going to meet that low 33K levels in the next coming days, maybe. So anyway, but you know the deal. We try to take advantage of this situation. We do try to find good opportunities for shorting also. Just made a brew. Perfect timing, says Ben. Absolutely fantastic. Hi from Belgium. Hello, Stephen. Gareth, how are you doing? Hey, Andy, loud and clear, brother. Thank you very much. Andy is the GOAT. 100. Hope all is well, champ. I'm doing very well, Cryptonomicon. Thank you very much for the insane support. Mark Dutch, giving support always. One of my greatest moderators here in the comment section. Christian, thanks for the super chats. I went all in today, he says. Absolutely fantastic. Good morning from Mexico, says Luis. Hello. Right. Christian Schibler, will Russia go all into BTC when they cut Russia from SWIFT? I mean, this is a very interesting question. Bitcoin can have a catalyst event to it could go extremely low, or it could absolutely explode, all right? Because, you know, if we see the conflict worldwide and we see the currencies, you know, absolutely really inflated in the next coming weeks, this might be very, very good for Bitcoin or very, very bad. We don't actually really know if these fundamentals, it depends on, you know, the adoption as well, on the people, on what is going to happen. But if they start freezing bank accounts, you know, and stuff like that, I think this is going to have a very good effect on Bitcoin worldwide. We kind of need this catalyst, right, to make the people interested in Bitcoin. So yeah, very interesting to see. I wouldn't know what to say, because obviously the event that is going on right now is bad for the markets. You can clearly see it. The market's getting, you know, heavily affected. I think we're just going to have a kind of a relief rally in the next coming hours and couple of days. It is very, very possible, but I just see it as a relief rally now. Pretty clear. Yeah, volume is extremely high to the downside. All this kind of action, I think, is just going to end up rolling back down. Market is not showing any signs of strength or volume, so it's going to be very, very interesting to see. Let me just zoom in here onto the 5-minute chart. We did get a little bit of a bit of volume here to the upside, but I think the volume is too high to the downside. Let's see if we can pump a little bit more. Let's see how we react to this range, and I think I will be looking for a short opportunity. Let's see if we can do this live. Where would I put my stop loss? Well, the higher we go, the better, and, you know, reasonable stop loss would be at this behind this consolidation area, right? To be because of this big massive volume. That would be my strategy here, entering here, looking for the lows, looking to regain the lows in the next coming hours. And it's just as simple as looking at volume, right? This is enough for me just to see the massive down pressure that we've got, And, you know, this kind of relief rally with this kind of volume, at some point, I think it will roll back down. That is the most probable scenario. And we can risk a little bit of money to do that, to make that movement here, looking at the 5-minute chart. Let's see what happens. Now, if we start falling from here, then yeah, I won't take the trade. I won't take the trade at these levels. This wick would have been nice to get in, but yeah, I don't want to catch, you know, this candle just in case we have a massive pump suddenly out of nowhere. Hey Andy, thanks for the TA. Any chance you can look at swap for me? Absolutely. Let's take a look at swap. Hola Robbie, how are you? Duck, hello. Nordkin, best could happen, a wick down to buy. Yes, Christian, also very possible. Let's take a look at swap. Let's take a look at swap right away. Right, swap. TrustSwap. Okay, let's take a look at TrustSwap on the chart. See what is going on with TrustSwap. Right, long time no see. TrustSwap. We can just zoom in here, get VPVR out here. It is pretty clear. I think, you know, this is going to be very interesting to see in the next coming weeks. We are going to be entering a potential floor looking at swap. Most of the biggest volume traded here on swap is in between, you know, 20 cents and 50 cents. And we are just coming to that range right now. Now, let's just analyze the situation here, looking at the chart, looking at the main trend. Swap had a major big pump here back in March and April, of course. And now basically we are retesting the summer lows, and we're actually going slightly below the summer lows here of 2021. Let me just zoom in here on the chart so we can see it. And this is on the daily. We might see some kind of a reaction at this range. I'm talking about the 50 cents, exactly 50 cents. We might see a potential reaction at that level, very, very likely because of this major low. Now it's pretty curious here. Now this is also a kind of an accumulation cylinder right there, where we've got, you know, these higher highs and higher lows. This is an accumulation cylinder, and it went absolutely ballistic. This is a pattern that we were looking at the last couple of weeks on different cryptos. Basically it's a Jesse Livermore accumulation cylinder right there, just before an asset goes parabolic, which is very curious. Just wanted to point that out. Like I said, I think 50 cents here on swap, we are going to see some kind of reaction at this level. It will be defended, I think, because of this major support, when we're starting to see a good amount of VPVR at this range. We can see, you know, one of the highest levels is at this range at 50 cents. So definitely going to see some kind of reaction. Most of the people have been buying down at this area. Let's analyze some bear flag broke. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Bear flag broke. Yeah, you could potentially see this as a bear flag. I wouldn't say it has broken successfully just yet. But this could also be a kind of an ascending triangle, right? I'm going to patiently wait. I am bearish, of course, but yeah, I'm not going to... This has got two options, in my personal opinion. We either start falling from this area. It's very, very probable. And this is a failing attempt, okay? This is already a failed attempt to break this high. So, yeah, probabilities are actually higher of this rolling down. So, a potential short might be not a bad option after this major rejection right now. Let me just analyze the situation. This is looking at the 5-minute. Let's go to the 1 minute here, just for very aggressive scalping, guys. Very, very aggressive scalping here on the 1 minute. Yeah, we haven't successfully broken here from these higher lows, but I think it will. Very, very likely. I think getting into this next retracement would not be a bad idea. Realistic stop loss you know, if we do start pumping here a little bit, would be at the top of this wick, keeping a tight stop loss, because this is I already like this reaction, guys. You know, I react to levels, and this reaction is very, very good for a shorting opportunity. Reason why? Because you got these highs, and this is already a sign of weakness. This is a sign of weakness where you have a pump and you have a massive rejection to get the price down. So maybe on the next major pump, I'm potentially going to short this live. You know, it's going to be a tight stop loss, not risking too much. If we do start pumping, I'm going to put it behind this level. Yeah, I think it's worth the risk. It's worth the risk right now. This is a clear sign of weakness. Traditional stocks, we need to take a look at how they are doing. S&P 500, very important. This is the 15-minute chart right over here on Prime XBT. We have been going down. You know, this is the thing. We have been going down really aggressively. This could be just a small consolidation, bear flag before we continue down. Guys, before we continue, I'm just going to say to you, make sure to smash up the like button to, you know, so I can make daily videos every single day, looking for opportunities, looking for levels here with you. And yeah, basically smash up that like button. US dollar to 50 cents soon. I guess that is a 50% inflation, right? Yeah, it's going to lose half of its value. Potentially, yes. I mean, the situation right now is not good for the economies, for the countries worldwide, especially for the US. Yeah, we've just gone through C19, right? And you know, the amount of printing that needed to be done. What about now? What about now with all this conflict? Do we need to print more money? I don't know. It's a pretty crazy situation. So I wouldn't be surprised in the next coming, you know, couple of years that the dollar will lose almost half of its value. We do know that, you know, we already have a 7.5 inflation rate. Okay, 7.5, and I think it's more than that. But this is you know, the numbers that we have got. But I think it is easily 10%. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised seeing the dollar going to 50 cents in about, you know, 3-4 years. Absolutely, totally possible. This is the thing. Bitcoin could have a bullish effect on the situation. Nobody really knows. Won't BTC stop at resistance at 35.6? 35.6, yes sir. We are just about hitting that level right now. It's looking pretty aggressive right now, BTC. I'm not sure if this is worth right there a potential short. Let's see how we react to this range. I think, you know, we might have a leg up here. We might have a leg up. Let's zoom out here a little bit. Fibonacci's from the high to the low. We basically got rejected from that 618 from the start of the major big drop. Let's see. It all depends on the S&P 500. We are getting a little bit of pumpy action on the S&P. S&P is starting with a pump, but I think this is just to start rolling back down. That is my personal opinion. S&P 500 we can see is pumping. Looking at the 5-minute chart, I think this is just ready for a roll back down. I'm going to go through the comment section right now. I'm just looking for that potential short opportunity on BTC. I think it's worth the entry. It's worth the entry right now. I'm going to market order and place a stop loss right there, because I think it will get rejected. And stop loss, looking for stop losses. I'm gonna risk this one at this wick. I think this wick has been a massive weakness and a reasonable short stop loss, tight stop loss. It's a risky one. It's a very risky one, but the risk to reward is pretty high. 36.1 I think would be a reasonable stop loss here. And just because that is a sign of weakness, this right over here is a sign of weakness. Like I said, when you see this massive wick, trying to break these highs and closing below. Looking at the 5-minute, it's a very aggressive scalp position right there, because we could still be inside of this major relief rally, right? We could still be inside of this major relief rally, and we're going to come to the 36.3, 36.2. Let's see what happens. Right, let me go through the comment section. Say hello here to the community. How is everyone doing? DXY pumping hard. Wow, let's take a look at the DXY. So dollar is gaining value by the looks of things against other currencies. Yeah, it is pumping really aggressively by the... Wow. Let's zoom out here on the daily. We are in a very aggressive uptrend here on the DXY. Look how we have been, you know, bouncing at these higher low support level consistently. Absolutely insane. DXY has been having very, very strong, it has been having strength since the summer of 2021. Remember, look guys, right over here when BTC was crashing. This was back in, look at this, where we bottomed out on the DXY. This was May of 2021. This was exactly when Bitcoin started crashing and going sideways in June, July, and August. So yeah, DXY is in a big uptrend since summer of 2021, and it doesn't look like it's going to stop anytime soon. So let's check gold here from Mark Dutch. Absolutely, let's take a look at gold. Joseph, thank you very much for the insane support. Joseph, Mark, guys, you are insane. You are amazing. Check BTC. Yeah, just checking BTC right now. Yeah, BTC, not much. Like I said, I'm going to check gold right now for Mark Dutch. This is a potential risky scalp, but I think this is going to roll down, either get stopped out on my position and roll down, or it rolls down from this level because of this massive rejection. Let's see. I wouldn't mind shorting if we do climb up to this area again, even though I'm stopped out, because I think, you know, the opportunity here to the downside is very, very high. So let me just take a look. Prime XBT USD Rub. Let's take a look at USD Rub. Ruby, I guess that is. Is this, it's skyrocketing potentially? USD, I can't find it right now. I'm not sure. US dollar Ruby, I guess it is. Yeah, I can't find it right now. But yeah, never mind. Let's take a look here at gold here from Mark Dutch. Let's take a look at gold, see what's going on. Is gold skyrocketing? I haven't checked gold for a few days. What is going on with gold? Gold has had a massive big pump. Wow, this is absolutely insane. It's getting a rejection right now. Wow. Yeah, gold pumped like crazy. I think a lot of people are realizing what is happening, and obviously gold does usually, you know, with the conflict that we got in these situations, we do have gold going up in value, of course. Will this have a good effect on Bitcoin? It could, okay? It could. Potentially. Let's see what happens. You know, this could be the bottom for Bitcoin. Who knows? We are at one of the scariest moments and panic moments worldwide. But what I don't see is big volume. That is the problem. We do not see big volume, and we want to see big volume at the end of a trend right there. You know, big volume. And I would like to see a big volume for an indication of a potential bottom. And we're just not having that big volume. So maybe that, you know, the major crash hasn't come yet for BTC. I don't know. Right, guys. Silver is doing absolutely. Is silver doing absolutely great? Let's check silver. Let's just check silver. I know gold is having a massive pump today. Gold is having a big retracement right now, but just the pump from today, from the lows to the highs, it's a 3.5% pump, which is pretty good for gold. It's obviously having that big retracement right now. What is going on with silver? Silver's did have a big massive pump, also getting a big rejection right now. Wow, it's dropping hardly right now. So yeah, right. Right, in the daily chart, Christian says, in the daily chart, we will see soon that it was only a small wick below the daily support line. Be serious, we all were waiting for this. Below the daily support line for Bitcoin, are you talking about? Machenka says, this war seems to be overly dramatized in the markets. It's pretty contained and there's no world war of sorts in sight. Well, yeah, I mean, it's just the beginning, right, of the kind of conflict. Who knows? I mean, who knows? I want to think that everything will be fine in a few weeks, but yeah, this morning has been the day where there's actually been, deaths also, right? And is this going to stay like this? Are they just going to pull back and say, okay, let's just finish it? I don't think so, guys. I don't think so. Are you in a trade at the moment right now? Yes, I am in a short position right here on Prime XBT. Just entered, okay, just a small one. I got a tight stop loss because the reason why I entered, I did like this wick over here on the 5 minute, okay? You can also take a look at it on the 15 minute. But, this dead cat bounce could continue to the upside. It could potentially, still continue up, like I said. But I would have preferred to enter at 36.2, 36.3, depending on how we react to those levels. That might be a very, very good entry point. If we do get kind of rejections and wicks, just like what we have in right here, I think it's a better entry right there. And the reason why is because of this major big level, okay? This is the level that we did get supported back in January and also in February. And we also got a big major bounce there right over here. So I would prefer of the price of BTC to come up there and enter a short position. Yeah, it's not. Let's see. Let's just take a look at the 5 minute and zoom in a little bit of an aggressive trade here. Yeah, or we either roll down from here, or I think we pump and we hit this major resistance level at 36.3 and then roll back down. I think that's what is going to happen just by looking at volume and the levels, guys. Not much more. Huge point of control right there that we need to break from this trading range. Of course, we've got the big spike here at the resistance. This is where we're currently at. We either have a little bit of an explosion out from this area and continue up, or we either roll down. Yeah, we have created a big point of control right there. If we do break a big leg up to that 36.4, 36.2, 36.5 with volatility is very, very possible. And that is going to be an interesting area right there if we do get up there. I'm not sure if we will though. This is why I've risked a trade already. Right, can you do some TA on AVAX, please? Absolutely. Let's take a look at Avalanche. ETH BTC pumping a bit. Yeah, it's having a little bit of a dead cat bounce kind of scenario, right? Right, let's take a look here at, I think I've got no more super chats. Support daily BTC 38.8 today, bounce soon. Right, potentially yes, 38.8, support daily BTC at 38.8, but 38.8 is all the way up here. Resistance, I think a bounce is very, very possible. But I also think a retest from these potential lows is also very, very possible. I think there's a higher chance of us coming down here. Could we get a big bounce from here? Yeah, of course we can, yeah. But I think a potential retest to these lows is very, very possible. So let's take a look at I want to take a look at the S&P 500 here, 1 second, because it started pumping, but this is telling me one thing, you know, this might start pumping and it might look bullish, the opening, and then what happens, you roll back down because of the situation. Let's see what happens. Right, let's gold and silver not doing too bad. I believe it's a trap first, a day of war, and people want to buy the dips. Yeah, Rodrigo. Yeah, absolutely. Also going to be possible. Right. TA on AVAX. Let's take a look at Avalanche here. Let's take a look at Avalanche. Avalanche on Binance. And zoom out here on the 4-hourly. Right, Avalanche is at critical range. The good thing about Avalanche is that we got a huge amount of VPVR beneath us. Okay, as you can see, we do have large consolidations. You could potentially get this box and make it, you know, quite larger because of this major consolidation. A lot of volatility around there. We've also got this area. We're currently at that range. And the good thing is that we have the biggest point of control from August of 2021 till today is right over here at $65. This is why we are getting that kind of reaction. We only had volatility right there. We're getting reaction right there on Avalanche. I mean, a potential bounce is possible, but I think we could also come down and retest the lows here from January. This is also in the cards. Are we going to create a higher low? I wouldn't be too sure. If we do, it's because of the amount of volume that we do have here. Looking at the VPVR, the amount of volume right there is crazy. $65 can hold. It can hold. Guys, please smash that like button. Monk, yeah, absolutely, guys, smash up the like button. Are you bullish or are you bearish? Guys, I'm just going to ask this question. Are you bearish for the coming months because of world situation and how the markets are looking? Or are you bullish because this could be the ultimate bottom? Are you bearish for the coming months? Let me ask this, okay, in a poll right now, because I want to know your opinion. Sorry, that was a comment. Are you bearish for the coming months, guys? Let me know in this poll right away. Egold, check please. Best coin to buy the dip. I think, you know, all of these blockchain projects, you know, Bitcoin, of course, the gains are not going to be that huge. They will in the next coming 5 years. But best coins to buy the dip. That's a very good question. I would go with a strong blockchain project such as Solana. I'm not a fan of Cardano, but Terra Luna, absolutely huge. Avalanche, Polkadot also absolutely best coin. Polygon Matic is a very good one. Chainlink, Phantom also a very good one. I think these ones. What else? The Graph potentially is also very good. I mean, look at this. They're all in a big, massive downtrend. So good coins to buy right now. And I think also Metisdao, there are a bunch of them that could do very well. BTC coming to 20k levels. It probably won't be anytime soon. It might be in the next coming months, but yeah, I think 20k won't be reached. I think not 20k. I think we are potentially going to hit 30k. Could we hit 25k? It is possible. I don't think we'll go as low as $20,000. This is what I think, but of course, anything could happen. Short-term bearish, long-term bull. Absolutely, Rodrigo. That is the way to go. Absolutely. I am super bullish long term, but bearish short term. Yeah, exactly. But we are starting to see a lot of people bearish. And LTC dead, Litecoin dead? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I jumped Litecoin. I think Litecoin is going to be one of those OGs that will be accepted for, you know, on different payment platforms and, you know, companies. I think will be accepting Litecoin, mainly payment platforms. Just like Bitcoin Cash, I think Bitcoin Cash will be doing very well also in the future. It's one of the OGs. So yeah, I think so. Let's take a look. Why don't you like Cardano? Because one of the main reasons is because they have been lagging behind a lot their promises, you know, and I don't like the creator. I don't know. There's something about him that I don't like too much. You know, it's something personal, I guess. But it is true that they have been lagging always with what they're saying they are going to do and what they are going to deliver. And I think that a lot of people have lost a little bit of hope on Cardano. Can you do Ethereum TA, please? Absolutely. Let's take a look at Ethereum. Let's take a look at Ethereum. What's going on? Well, I mean, just by looking at these boxes, these areas, it's pretty simple in my opinion right there. Have we got the possibility here on Ethereum to create a double bottom? Might be your question. Or are we going to slice through this major support and come down even to retest the summer lows? I think summer lows is a target in the mid-term. It might not happen between today and tomorrow. But yeah, we are basically very aggressively in a downtrend. And I think the summer lows, which is at the $1,800 region, is very, very possible, guys. The market is looking very, very weak, and all of these bounces end up coming back down. So I think the probabilities of Ethereum breaking this $2,300 range and coming down to even the summer lows is very, very possible. Now, what is good about Ethereum is that we are basically at the strongest point right now. Well, one of the strongest points. If we zoom out here from price action from January of 2021 till today, we have several big strong points, and we are sitting at one right now, which is this peak over here on the point of control. This is why we're having this reaction. But I think we could roll down. I think the price could roll down. Right, best indicator for swing trading. I think best indicator for swing trading, I think price action. I would say price action. Price action. You need to try and get into, depending if you're shorting or you're longing, try and get into the last, you know, one of the last lower highs or higher lows, right? And go with the waves. Try and, you know, price action. I think price structure is the best indicator. Very short-term Ethereum TA. Right, let's take a look at Ethereum short-term TA right away. Let's take a look at Ethereum here on Bybit to take a look at the volume. Short-term Ethereum TA, right? This is the 1 hourly chart on Ethereum. I like to see VPVR. We have a big spike on the VPVR right there from this price action. We got, I mean, it all depends on how much you put on the chart, right? So let's go to the 4 hourly and check this price action. Right, I think it's pretty clear here for me on Ethereum. We want to get into those pullbacks. This is the 4 hourly chart. If Ethereum does manage to climb all the way up to the 2,000, almost 600 points, $2,600, I think we could get heavily rejected at that range. Why? Because looking at this, at the VPVR from January and February, we have these spikes. We've got a spike right there. This is why currently we are getting some kind of reaction. We've got this spike here. We are going to get a reaction right there if we do retrace to those levels. So if it's also going to be fib level, an important fib level here, looking at the 4 hourly. If we take a look at Fibonacci from the low, from the high to the low, sorry, you know, the 618 is exactly at that $2,600 range. So it's definitely, we are definitely going to get a reaction at that level. So it will be interesting to see how we go up there, if we are going to have a lot of volume, if we are going to consolidate. So it will be interesting to see. Right, Bitcoin pumping a little bit right now. Let's see what happens if we are going to manage to get to this level. And if I'm stopped out, and if depending on how we react to this range, I might be happy to place another short position right over here. Or depending on how we react, okay? Now, this is the thing. I'm not going to get into the first major pump. Now, this is the thing. It might pump and then dump straight away, or it might pump and have a reaction. And that is when I'm going to be interested on that reaction to give me a chance to see if the bulls are getting exhausted and have a failed breaking of resistance attempt, because it's a very, very strong level. So I would be happy to short right there, depending on how the price reacts. Okay, very important to see how the price reacts at that range. Right, please check the 12 hourly, says Jeff. The 12 hourly chart. Right, I haven't got it here on trading view. The 4 hourly is mainly. Why do you want me to take a look at the 12? What do you want me to take a look at the 12 hourly chart for? Let me know in the description, in the comment section. Best indicator for swing trading, I would say it's price structure. Yeah, price structure. I don't use moving averages for my trading. So you sound super bearish. No, I mean, I'm bearish in the short term. I'm bullish in the long term. Okay, I'm pretty bullish on the long term. I think we could have a recovery at some point. Of course, it's just because of the situation that there is. It all depends on S&P 500, traditional stock market, and you know, I think a lot of people are very, very bearish. Let me just take a look at the poll right now, and I think this is a potential indication that we could be very close to the bottom. But the reason why I'm bearish in the short term is because we've just lost so very important levels. You know, $46,000 major level. We've done it with big volume, with quite big volume. So yeah, there's no reason, I think, to be bullish in the very, very short term. These relief rallies that will come, of course. Yeah, the relief rallies that will come, I think they might be very good shorting opportunities. So yeah, no reason just yet to be extremely bullish. Anyway, let's take a look at let's take a look at the comment section right away. Cartesi, I know Cartesi is a pretty good project. That one might be a good buy for the next coming weeks. CTSI, let's take a look at CTSI on the chart. CTSI. Well, what have we got here? Not too much price data on this one. Let's take a look at Binance. We are basically retesting the summer lows right now. Could be this the bottom. This is the thing, when you are at support level, you are at the risk of getting a big bounce from here and then creating another lower high, right? It's a very, very critical range right now. If we break it, there's no doubt that this is going to be a major resistance on Cartesi. I'm talking about the 30 cents. It's a major, major level right there. It's the summer lows. We did get a big, big, big double bottom. We are currently just at that level right now. So yeah, you know, there's a possibility of us breaking heavily, and maybe it will be heavy resistance, or depending on how we break out, or if we consolidate at this range in the next coming days, I think that would be looking pretty bullish, depending on the type of consolidation, especially if we wick down, okay, and we get recovered at this level. It's going to be looking very bullish. This means that the bulls are defending that level, looking at Cartesi. But Cartesi, I think for the mid long term, is a pretty good project. Can you make me a mod for this channel so I can delete the P box while you're busy? Right, Candle Whisper, I think you need to be a little bit more of a supporter. Okay, the moderators that I have, they have been here for a long time. Okay, so Candle Whisper, I would definitely consider you a moderator if you are supporting the channel, and you are going to be here quite a lot. Right, what do you think is going to be the price end of the day? Very good question. I have no idea what the price is going to be at the end of the day. What I do know is that I will be reacting to some levels. Okay, I am looking for potential shorts or longs, and I think best opportunity right now is the $36,200 $300 range. If we do hit that level, or depending on how we react to it, because it's a very strong resistance range where we start this big mountain on VPVR, and we do have very, very strong resistance here, as you can see on the chart. So it might be a major level where we're going to get heavy rejection. It will be interesting to see, but if we do hit those levels in the next coming hours, I think a potential rollback down to retest here the lows, but because we haven't clearly retested these lows, right? This is looking at the 15-minute chart, but if I go to the 1 hourly, I think what you usually do after a potential retracement like this from a big massive downtrend, a big massive candle to the downside, when you retrace, it is very likely that you will come back down to retest the lows most of the times. Now, it is true that we have been coming down for a long time right now. This is the thing, will this be the bottom? I don't want to be a bottom picker. Will this be the bottom? Nobody really knows. So usually, like I said, you know, when you come down like this with aggressive volume and you bounce and then come back down, you retest the lows, come down, you come back up, you retest the lows. That would be the kind of price action, right? Let's see what happens right now. We might get up to that 36.2, 36.3, and we're going to see how we react to those levels for a potential short right there. Kadena, please, Andy. Absolutely. Let's take a look at Kadena. Also a very good project. I've heard that this crypto has extremely fast transactions, and yeah, I have got this on Kadena, right? This is like a kind of a buy zone for the long term. Thing of Kadena is that we are just at this range over here where we have had, you know, quite a decent reaccumulation, and we are kind of getting supported from this area, right? We got a big nice spike on the VPVR. Obviously we got a higher one all the way down here at $2, but it's definitely a level that we are holding. Is there a possibility that this range is going to hold on Kadena? This is the thing, it's very, very possible. I think a potential bounce is likely, but then we might be creating another lower high. Look at, I mean, the structure here is insanely bearish. We are hitting a major support level. So maybe a lower high over here is very, very possible. And then sideways, you know, will this be the bottom? I mean, nobody really knows. Let's see what happens with the crypto space in the next coming months, guys. BTC is pumping now. So yeah, let's see. I think this is a major level. I would be happy to short at this range, depending on how we react. If we hit that 36.2, 36.3, if we start seeing a consolidation at this range, I think I will be happy to short. Let's see what happens in the next coming minutes. 4 hour could look awesome, but nowadays you're a king if you can predict the next 15 minutes. Yeah, exactly. Stop loss will hit. Yeah, very likely stop loss will hit. Just about to get stopped out here on this trade. And I mean, I would be happy to take a look at, you know, a potential short opportunity at this range. Stop loss is just about to get hit right now. Let's see how we react in the next coming, you know, couple of hours. Because I think this area is going to be interesting, guys. I would like to see this kind of price action at this range in the next coming hours. Then this might be a good shorting opportunity, or depending, because I mean, this is the thing. If you have a limit order right there, and you might get a big candle like this, you know, and you don't want to get, you don't want to be one of those trapped short positions, right? Because you limit order. I would wait. I'm going to put an alarm, and as soon as the price hits, 36.3, then I will be looking at the chart. This is the good thing about TradingView. You just put an alarm. You can put it on any platform really, but you just right click over here and put an alarm. Okay, and when the price hits those levels, then you go to the chart and then you analyze the situation. If the price action gets massive big rejections, okay, like a kind of a double top or with big wicks, then you could potentially look for that roll back down, right? I mean, this is how I mainly do it. I wait patiently usually to see that reaction, because the thing about limit orders with this crazy volatile market right now is that if you have a long order limit right there, look at this, you get sliced through, and the same to the upside. You could see that movement to the upside also. So best thing would be to set an alarm here, and you get a message on your phone and saying, okay, we've hit those levels. And then I would wait patiently, 20-minute or 30-minute, depending on how, if it's a scalp position or a day trade. War is over. Okay. Ukraine is Russian. I don't know. I really want peace there. I don't want much people. Let your inner bull lose. Andy, do you think is a good idea to trade altcoins instead of BTC when BTC pump or dump, because they have a major move based on BTC price? I think you can analyze altcoins based on Bitcoin, because if Bitcoin pumps, a lot of altcoins usually follow, and also especially if it dumps. If BTC dumps heavily, altcoins also is very, very likely to follow that major drop. So altcoin gains with altcoins can be higher, but losses can also be higher. I mainly focus on Bitcoin and S&P 500. I like to trade sometimes. And I do that on PrimeXBT, guys. Remember, on PrimeXBT, you get the best deal down below. You get up to 7% added to your deposit, okay? Make sure to check out that bonus, guys. Take advantage of that bonus. It's a good way to support the channel, and you get the best deal down below. Also, full tutorial down below for PrimeXBT. I've got a tutorial for Bybit also if you're interested, guys, in trading on Bybit. Good for swing trading because it's got really low fees. You get a 30% discount on Bybit also, guys. You got a full tutorial to learn how to use the platform down below for both of the platforms, guys. Let's take a look. Who let the bears out, says Luis. Yes, exactly. This is a bull trap, soon to 33k. I think so also. I think that, BTC can pump to about 36.2, 36.4 with a little bit of volatility, but the resistance that we've got up there is very, very crazy. And this amount of volume also is absolutely insane. This amount of volume that we did have on this downtrend, it's pretty clear that the bears are in control in the immediate short term. I have to say, I am an ultra bull for the long term, of course, but immediate short term, we want to find those trades. We want to make that money also with trading, shorting or longing. It doesn't matter. Long term, I'm an ultra bull, absolutely. But like I said, this is a dead cat bounce. This is poised, in between this range and 36.3, 36.4, depending on how we react to this level. It is just poised for a roll down. And, it's just the probability. Andy, what do you think about KASTA? Have you invested on it? Yes, of course, Lewis. I have invested in KASTA. And, it's going to be great. I know they are lagging a little bit. The application needs to be launched, but there's huge marketing, and there'll be businesses accepting crypto with the KASTA app in the future if everything works well. So I think it's going to do very, very well. I know marketing will be insane. It has been insane marketing, and there will be insane marketing once the app launches. So I do see a strong recovery on the token, and obviously the attention on the KASTA app. Massive rejection at 36k. Yeah, 36k is a major level, but we are still in this. I mean, we are still inside of this retracement, right? This could still pump to 36.2, 36.4, and it's going to be very, very interesting right over there. I think, you know, it's already looking for a good short opportunity. I mean, these wicks, this kind of reaction, I'm already in the short. I was a little bit aggressive. I just want to go short with you guys here on the live stream because it's, you know, look at the levels with you, be totally transparent. When I don't, I'm, you know, focusing on doing scalping and looking at some levels here on the live streams because, you know, just so I can be totally transparent. And so it's exciting as well. Trading doesn't have to be exciting, by the way. Trading is boring. Yeah, once you get excited, you're mixing your emotions, but I just want to do I just want to do this for the community as well, so you can check the levels, why I would be shorting, why I would be taking profits at this range, you know, keeping it really simple with price action and volume. You're not always going to be right. I'm not always going to be right, of course. If you are an old subscriber, you know that I'm not always right. I'm wrong a lot of the times also. Andy, BTC is volatile. Stop loss hit and went down. No, stop loss wasn't hit just yet. Almost hit here, but it was not hit. Will it be hit in the next coming minutes? Potentially, yes. I mean, I'm not too worried about this trade, but yeah, I like this wick. This is also a bearish reaction. Stop loss didn't hit by one, you know, just by a few dollars. But yeah, very, very possible that it can be hit right now. But I am looking for that roll down. I wouldn't mind to look for another position here as soon as the price goes up to those levels. So let's see what happens. I mean, we might have a massive big red candle down here. I would be happy with that also. But I would be happy to see what happens here with you guys at this range. It's a very, very important level. I'm talking about that 36.2, 36.3k range. Let's see what happens. Only way BTC breaks out for now is if Satoshi comes out. Yeah, exactly. Kadena, please. I've taken a look at Kadena already. Just wait for the best opportunities. You don't have to be in a trade every day. Yeah, exactly. This is very true. Mark Dutch, I think so. But you know, I want to. This was my goal. I need to look for scalping opportunities, day trades with the community here on the live streams, and explain why I would enter them. Okay. Reason why I entered this one right over here is because of this wick. Okay. On you know, this kind of rejection. Right. This is the bears pushing the price down at these levels. You know, we've got the resistance here, we've got rejection. I think this is kind of enough for me to get into short, but it is true. I just need to be patient. I don't need to show you, you know, my skills of trading. I obviously want to show you why these levels are important. I think a stronger level is 36.3, 36.4, much better, because looking at the 15-minute chart, if the price were to come all the way up here at this range, like I said, it's enough for me to see this big support, this major level that we have been bouncing as. And it is also, you know, there's also a big volume right there. I think it's unlikely to see Bitcoin in the next coming minutes, next couple of hours, to see a big candle breaking this range. Could it happen? Yes, of course. But I think probabilities, we're looking at probabilities here, is that a roll back down from this range is there's a higher chance on rolling down from this area. If we react like this, could we get a big green candle like this? Of course we can, but this is why you shouldn't put a limit order. I'm not much of a fan of limit orders. You know, just put a limit order there and just leave the chart. I like to put an alarm right here. This is what I do, just showing you what I do. And once the alarm is hit, I get a message on my phone. It's time to sit on the computer. I've got my levels reached, and then I'll just wait for the reaction of the price. Anyway, why are markets so damn greedy? Andy doing so much for us. He is amazing. Stick with him in the bearish times, and everyone will learn a lot. Not only for trading. Uncle Grandpa, absolutely. I mean, I've only been here since mid 2018 in the crypto market. I've been from mid 2018. I started at the beginning of 2017 learning how to trade traditional stocks, basically the German stock market, DAX 30 and S&P 500. Exactly, Andy. It is all about probability, says Eka. Yeah, absolutely. I think if anything could happen. It's funny, I got a lot of people saying, you know, price targets for the end of the day, or what is the price target for next week. You know, we don't really know. Nobody really knows. But looking at this, you know, looking at this macro trend and looking at the levels, I think that there's a very high chance that we are going to react to the 36.3 and have some kind of consolidation here and then roll back down. I mean, are we going to follow these lines? No, but this is the kind of movement that is potentially very, very possible, and retest that 34.5, 35k levels just at this low area. That is what I think is very, very possible. And this is if we don't roll down from this range. Now, of course, what could happen the next coming minutes? We could see something like this. Boom. But this is, of course, is unpredictable. This is why you have to have your stop losses, you know, and stop loss is your friend. Stop loss is your friend. Stop loss is so important. Right, patiently waiting to short with you, says Suthida. I mean, this is the thing. I'm only saying my analysis, guys. You obviously need to do your own analysis. This is not financial advice. You need to do your own research, your own analysis. I'm just here to show you how I kind of read the markets, how I check these major levels and where we could hit and get massively rejected. You finally need to take your own decision at the end of the day, of course, right? Right. How do you decide if you should trade with BTC or with USDT? It all depends if you want a stable coin or you want Bitcoin. I guess this question is for PrimeXBT. On PrimeXBT, you can have USDT, USDC, which are stable coins. So this means that your money doesn't have that volatility. You know, you might deposit $200 or $1,000, whatever, in Bitcoin, and then you wake up tomorrow morning and you got $900 worth of Bitcoin because it's dropped 10%, right? So if you want, the only difference is that if you want to place it in BTC or you want to place it in stable coins, because then you don't have that volatility. It's all up to you. But on PrimeXBT, you can deposit up to you can deposit Ethereum also. You got a huge bunch of markets here. There's Forex, there's Dow Jones, there's S&P 500, there's German stock market also. There's even the Spanish IBEX 35 market. Australia, France, S&P, you know, Euro 50. There's Forex, there's oil, there's gold. It's an absolutely incredible platform. There's no scam wicks. There's a huge amount of liquidity. I use it almost every single day, or if I see the opportunities, of course. It's a very, very good platform. And you do get 7% on top of your deposit by using my link, okay? So you deposit, you know, $1,000, you're getting $70 to trade with, okay? And you can withdraw the profits that you make with the bonus, of course. So it's really good. I got a full tutorial down below. There used to be a 50% added to your deposit. They've got that out of the way. But that was insane that you know, you were getting 50% added to your deposit. which was I don't know, it was an incredible bonus, but it's 7% right now, which is also very, very good, up to $7,000. Andy, C99, please. Right, let's take a look at C99. This one, it's an altcoin. I guess this one got absolutely, it must have got absolutely crushed. Ranked 229 here. It's a low mid cap, 200 million market capitalization. C99, this is just in a big heavy downtrend like most of the cryptocurrencies. C98 US dollar. Let's check this one out right away here with you guys. Wow, I mean, just to keep it really simple, right over here, this is the only thing that I got on the chart. We are hitting a major point of control right now. Basically, it is the summer lows, right over here of 2021. We've got big consolidation. We haven't got more price data here, but we're just hitting that level where we got a big point of control. But look how this kind of ascending triangle broke to the downside, got a reaction at this support level. We broke down. Look how incredibly we got rejected. You know, that was a great shorting opportunity all the way down to this level. And the same here. Sometimes some of these cryptos, it's just absolutely insane. You know, this is how basic it can get. And simple, you know, keeping trading simple is the best way for me for trading is keeping it simple. Price action, support, resistance, and volume. Volume profile is pretty cool to check out the resistance and support levels. It gives it more confluence. But look at this. This is just classic technical analysis. Look at this. Massive support. Bang, bang. You hit resistance. Bang. You break support. Where do you bounce? To the last. You know, this is... I wish it would be always that easy, right? Just looking at this one. So this has been going down aggressively for a long time. Does this mean that we are going to bounce from this range? Well, no, at some point you will reverse, and this resistance won't, you know, this support won't turn into resistance at some point, right? Because it can't be that easy, right? At some point you're going to have a strong reversal. So yeah, I would be cautious. I mean, you can see that level right there also. This is C99 right there. Look at this. You got insane support right there. I'm talking about the $1.45. Insane support right there. This is, we are potentially going to get a reaction at that range, and then potentially a double bottom or continue to the downside. 145, I would be paying close attention if we reverse to that range. Depending on how we react, it might be a good short. But remember, we've been trading down for a long time right now. Will this work? Probably not. Probably yes. Right, let's take a look at the comment section, see what's going on. It's not free VPVR, right? No, VPVR volume profile. It's in the pro version, but I think it's only $15 a month. Okay, pro version on TradingView is only $15, and VPVR is one of my favorite tools. You can also get it here, you know, and look at the ranges. So if you want to see the VPVR, you know, the strongest point of control from this high to this low, for example, then, you know, it's pretty cool because you also got it here. All right, flex range volume profile. So you can check this range where the highest point is. You know, it's pretty cool. It's a tool that I like to use a lot. Very, very helpful to find those strong resistance and support levels. Right, SLP is dead. Let's take a look at SLP. I know SLP is a coin from Axie Infinity, right? I've never played the game. I've never followed, but SLP is dead. Probably yes. I've got somebody asking for SLP here in the comment section, and SLP. We got a pump right there. I mean, I think this one would have been a great shorting opportunity. I remember people asking, you know, SLP is pumping like crazy. And yeah, I think that it's a little bit unpredictable, but you can see a reaction right there. Just here, look at this. This is where we currently hit. I didn't take a look at that level, but you get, you know, on the daily here, you get a stop there and you get a pump. So this level has reacted to that range. And yeah. It would have been a great short. You can actually trade SLP on On Bybit, it does ring a bell. SLP is on Bybit, and this is extremely volatile. You know, you can make huge gains on this. I'm not much of an altcoin trader, but yeah, I mean, this is the thing. You can make huge gains on altcoins. This dropped, what is it, 50% in just a matter of, I don't know, what's this? It was a couple of weeks. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong chart there. It was the 15-minute chart. This is the daily chart. But yeah, from the 10th of February all the way till the 24th today, sorry. You know, from the highs to the low, this is a 50% drop. If you're using a, I don't know, a 10x leverage, which is pretty high in my opinion, but if you know how to wait and get into those levels, that's a 500% profit, you know, in just a matter of 15 days. I'm not much into altcoins. I basically focus on Bitcoin because this is the thing. I don't want to have, you know, 6 screens and looking at gold and looking at this and looking at the other. You just need, you know, 1 or 2 markets and concentrate on them. Mark your really important levels, because if not, it's absolutely crazy. If not, it is absolutely crazy. I've experienced that before, trying to trade this, trying to trade that, trying to trade the other. And it's just, you just need 1 market to be profitable and make huge gains at the end of the month. Andy, I just want to say you are the best, and thank you, Maz. Yeah, I'm not the best, but I try to make this educational. I just want to show you how not easy, but how sometimes you can read the charts and keep it simple with price structure, volume, you know, couple of indicators, not many. And levels. I'm gonna try and make a video on how to mark your levels, okay? The daily levels, weekly levels, 4-hourly levels. Take a look at big volumes where you do get major bounces, and I don't know, just make an educational channel video, sorry. Matic, please, let's take a look at Matic. I got a few Matics here in the comment section. Right away, I'll take a look at Matic straight away. Andy, can you look at the S&P 500 chart? There is a big head and shoulder pattern playing out. Let's take a look at the S&P 500, and I'll also take a look at Matic straight away. Big head and shoulder playing out. Okay, is this the head and shoulder that you are talking about? It potentially is. We could potentially have relief rallies, guys. Remember, there are a lot of people bearish right now, maybe a lot of people shorting. If you are trying to short these bounces, make sure to place your stop losses. Stop loss is your friend. No stop loss is a get wrecked, right? People get wrecked with no stop loss. So I would say that would be you know, lesson number 1. You know, stop loss is your friend. People that don't place stop loss or very large stop losses, yeah, it's not good. I think this is the head and shoulder that you must be talking about. It is, I mean, very possible. You got this support level right there, and you have the, you know, the head and shoulder right there. I mean, this right a bit. I was a little bit bullish on the S&P. I knew that this retracement was going to come, but I thought that we were going to potentially get a bounce from here. But yeah, just yesterday and this morning, we know this. It was enough. The what's happening worldwide, it's just enough to trigger to break a major support level. And yeah, head and shoulder right there. If this head and shoulder technical target, I'm not much of a head and shoulder fan, but you know, supposedly the textbook technical analysis target from that head and shoulder would be something like this. I think with what is happening in the world, I think it's very possible that we will get potentially that drop. I think it's very possible. We do have a big spike on BPVR, just that $3,950 range. Yeah, we could have that cascade event, guys. We know the deal. Scary times. Right, Matic Network. Sorry, yes, Matic Network. I'm trying to do here a bunch of cryptos. You guys are gonna, you know, make me go crazy with all of these altcoins. Matic Network. I mean, this is the only analysis that I got here on Matic, just to keep it really simple. volume, you know, I like to read volume here. You know, as soon as you start losing these levels, for example, this last kind of higher low, and you do it with some pretty high volume right there, this movement has this spike in volume. So this retracement has very, very low volume going down, even though you do get those spikes. Look at this, couple of candles on the daily, massive rejection. I talk about this every time, you know, on the stream, but for newcomers, just so you can see this kind of how to mark those levels. And it was also the higher low here from this ascending broadening wedge. So the potential more downside here for Matic, you know, textbook target from a ascending broadening wedge is the width of this wedge or coming to the lows of the wedge. So yeah, maybe Matic can come to that 70-80 cent level in the next coming weeks. I'm not going to say it's going to happen, you know, in one day, but yeah, I think so. It's very, very possible. Right, let's take a look at thanks, Bitcoin will surely follow. Yeah, exactly. On the S&P 500, this is the thing. If S&P 500 continues an aggressive downtrend in the next coming days and couple of weeks, expect Bitcoin to follow. There is you know, an 80% correlation approximately, Bitcoin and stocks. Right, let's take a look. Let's take a look here. Can you check Nimic, please? I remember I was a fan of Nimic. I think it's a pretty interesting project, Nimic. Pretty cool, interesting project. And this is like a blockchain on the browser. It's totally decentralized. It's a pretty cool project. It's just, I guess it's just got absolutely crushed. Like a lot of the altcoins. Will this one succeed? I'm not sure, but this one looks very, very, this one does look, it looks like it has a big, massive head and shoulder. Let's take a look at Nimic here on the chart, see what's going on. I remember buying a bunch of Nimic. It's lost a, wow, this is the only thing I've got on the chart, and we basically retested it as support. There's not too much price data here on KuCoin. But check out here how this major level is something, right? It is something. This range is something. What did happen here? We got a breakdown and we got a massive big shorting opportunity. This was just a few days ago, actually. If I zoom in here on the chart, you know, classic textbook technical analysis, support turns into resistance. You come down to retest the lows. Now, yeah, it would have been nice to see the analysis a few days back, okay, saying, you know, that is potentially a shorting opportunity. What could happen now is this a small fake out and we're going to get a double bottom. This is the thing, we don't really know. We are at a very, very strong point of control on Nimic. We could see a consolidation at this range. If we do consolidate at this area, a potential bounce, a reversal is possible to retest this last lower high, or almost retesting it, right? You want to see that kind of price action if we consolidate in the next coming days at this region. Atari, please, says Christian. Let's take a look at Atari on the chart. Atari, what is the ticker symbol for Atari? Atari token, Tether here on Bittrex. Is Atari token, what is the ticker symbol? Atri, okay. 644. This is a very low cap. Let's take a look at Atri straight away here. Yeah, we haven't got price data here. Atari. Yeah, we haven't got price data here. Sorry, unfortunately, Christian, but thanks for the super chat. Yeah, we haven't got price data. I think this one must be on KuCoin or some other platform where you can see the chart. Yeah, I'm sorry, we haven't got any data here. Mana, Andy, yeah, Willard, let's take a look at Mana straight away. Let's take a look at Mana, why not? Mana, Binance. Right, this one's very interesting. I think we need a clean out here. I can't remember doing all of this. Let me just zoom out here on the daily. It's a little bit of a complicated one, this one. We came all the way down here on late January, almost to retest the last all-time high. So that is definitely a major level. If I zoom in here, all-time high here back in May of 2021 was at $1.60, $1.70 almost. And we just wicked down to retest the last all-time high and got a major bounce. I think it is very, very possible that we will come down to retest the lows here at some point in the next coming days or couple of weeks. Reason why is because I think this has just been a failed breakout. And usually when you do have this failed breakout, you come down to retest the lows, and you might dip slightly below it, or you might slightly create a higher low or a double bottom. But by looking at this kind of price action, this is clear a failed attempt on breaking. This was what happened to Bitcoin. This is like it failed to break the last lower high right there. This is the last lower high before the drop, and this is a failed attempt. Now, I mean, immediate short term, you do have some scalping opportunities right there on decentralized mana. I mean, some altcoins are really cool for scalping. Some of them are really, really cool for scalping. You can see right there, you know, this is not a very clear breakout from this area, but you have, you know, this one in the end, right? This one right over here. Look how you retest these levels. It's absolutely amazing sometimes how simple sometimes it can be if you're patient. Remember, mana can be traded on Bybit. Okay, you get an insane bonus down below, up to $4,100 on Bybit, and 30% discount on your trading fees. You've got a full tutorial also. Now, yeah, I think this one is just gonna slowly climb down to these lows at the $1.80 range. In my personal opinion, I think we'll be retesting the lows at some point. So any type of retracement, I think, you know, keeping it simple here. Fibonacci levels, I would be looking at Fibonacci levels. We could break this support level. I don't see a very, very strong breakout there. This is looking at the 1 hourly here for mana. If we take a look at the top to the low, I mean, it is a major level. We depending on how many hourly closes we do make at this range, you know, it might be a quick shorting opportunity. We might have that roll down. But we could also come slightly up right there. I think it's even better if we do hit this range. And it will be the 618 approximately, yeah, round about that 618, 65 area Fibonacci. That could be a major level because it has been also strong support right there. Right, VeChain please, says Naveen. Absolutely, let's take a look at VeChain straight away. Atari, first Atari. Right, I've got a couple of super chats right over here. Just 1 second. Right, Atari at FTX Atri. Yeah, we haven't got Atri US dollar. We've got it on Bittrex, but we haven't got any data here, unfortunately. Christian, thank you very much for the super chats. But yeah, we haven't got price data here, unfortunately, on TradingView on FTX. Yeah, we haven't got Atri US dollar here. Only here on Bittrex, and there's basically no price data. unfortunately. Let's take a look at right, let's take a look. 1 second. Right, I got some super chats here. Jonathan, thanks for the super chat. Thanks for the $5. Been making money and learning a lot from the crypto legends. Can you take a quick look at Jasmy Coin, Jonathan? Absolutely, my friend. Thanks for the super chat. Hope you are learning, practicing, looking at the charts, learning how to trade also, not risking too much if you are learning. And all the best, my man. Thank you very much for the super chat and for the support. Let's take a look at, Jasmy on, wow, this is just going down. This is just going down. Wow, look at this. I'm not sure if we're going to have more price data here on Jasmy. Wow, I mean, look at this. There's not much price data on these other platforms, but this is just going down aggressively. When you see a coin go down like this, yeah, just be patient and wait for it to flat out. It's going to be a boring flat out. The time when it goes flat is the time where you want to be bullish, in my personal opinion. No times of this stopping anytime soon. Jasmy Coin, stay cautious with this. I know some people were asking me for Jasmy many times on this. I have done no research whatsoever on this one, but by looking at the chart, it doesn't look like it's going to stop anytime soon, unfortunately. So yeah, if it's a great project, I would wait for some large consolidation. You might get some big spikes. Be careful to FOMO on those spikes because it doesn't mean anything. You want to see a nice large horizontal base here for some weeks or for a couple of months, even for a few months, even better. Thanks for the super chat, my man. I would stay cautious on this. It looks very aggressive to the downside. VeChain plays for Naveen. Absolutely. Let's take a look at VeChain. Jasmy in the basement. Yes. Right. Right. Totally agree with what you said, Andy. Make it simple. ABC patterns in BTC currently at 27% in profit. Absolutely fantastic. And Martin, absolutely great. For Chainlink, press good old popcorn. Chainlink, please, says Monk. Yeah, Chainlink. Very Chainlink even hit the $10. Did it hit $10? Yeah, no, 11.50 approximately. But yeah, it's not looking good. The last hope here for Chainlink is this is just a big fat fake out, okay? Big fat fake out here of support, and we're just going to get a wick back up and continue a massive big uptrend and go to $100. But I think this is not going to happen anytime soon. I think it will happen in the future, but not anytime soon. We are basically at the losing this major support range. This could get pretty aggressive. I think let me just take a look at VPVR here on Chainlink on this price data. I just want to check this price data right there. It is hitting a very strong point of control. I'm looking at since July of 2020. I'm looking almost 2 years back. And, we are hitting at one of the strongest point of controls with it, which is at the $12 region, right? We've got big spikes there. Look at these spikes. Price does react at these levels at some point, and we are getting that reaction at this range. Will it hold? This is the big question. Is this a big fat fake out here, losing this support? It probably isn't, guys. It probably isn't, and we are going to go to slightly lower levels. I think on Chainlink, I do like this big consolidation. I mean, this is going to help. This is a reaccumulation because the price went heavily up. This reaccumulation will help to hold the price of Chainlink at this region. So any in between $8 and $12 is going to be a massive opportunity for Chainlink. I don't see the price losing these lows. I think we're going to enter a massive accumulation zone here for Chainlink. Obviously, I don't want to see Chainlink at $8, but you know, if it happens, I think I will be buying some. I will be adding to my portfolio. Those are really, really attractive prices levels. I have the total opposite view on Link. Yeah, this is the thing. I mean, there's a lot of Chainlink haters. There's a lot of Chainlink believers. One thing that I don't agree is on the tokenomics too much and the token distribution. There's some things that, yeah, I don't like, but I think I really like the team, the actual project, what it wants to solve. I think it's absolutely great. 2 years of holding didn't bring us much. $8 would be amazing, says for Chainlink. It would actually, you know, I think if we are going to continue this macro bearish trend for Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is going to go to $30,000 or $28,000 or $25,000, obviously Chainlink will be hitting that $8 region, in my personal opinion, and we might be just going sideways here and having, you know, relief rallies, and we might enter in a massive accumulation zone. The fall, the drop, the bear market will stop at some point. We're not just going to fall down to zero. It will stop at some point, and we will start seeing, you know, slightly higher lows and sideways action. We just don't know if that's going to happen next month or next year, right? We just don't know when it's going to happen, but at some point it should happen where we see that sideways action, and we'll be entering that accumulation. I like Chainlink. Oh, I like it very much. It's 30% on my portfolio. If Chainlink goes to $1.60, I will actually be in a loss, because I started accumulating at $1.60 and stopped accumulating Chainlink at about $4.60, $4.80, just under $5. So if it does go to $1.60, which I think is very unlikely, but you know, it's not impossible, I will be in a loss. DXY pumping like crazy. Right, BTC had a massive pump. I almost 36 point, almost, yeah, got stopped out here on BTC. It's not at 36.3 yet, almost, but I do like that region, guys. This is the thing. This is the kind of action that we need to see right now. Let's see how we react to this level. I'm gonna wait patiently. I'm gonna put an alarm at 36,300. I am gonna put an alarm here at 36,300, and I will come back to the computer to see how we react to that range, guys. If I zoom out here on the 4 hourly, we know that this level is extremely strong support, and we have a big volume here. I think these candles in the next coming hours, I want to see the reaction. Be careful if you are planning to short, because if you are planning to put a limit order, because you might get you know, a big candle. We don't know how the bulls can react to what is happening, right? Right, link to $500 at least in 2023. Yes. I don't think it's not gonna go, I don't think it's gonna go that high. $500, it would be nice though, absolutely. What stop loss on the BTC short? I think, being realistic here, looking at Bitcoin, let's take a look at the 1 hourly. 37k, yeah, about that range I think would be a reasonable stop loss. A reasonable stop loss. Looking at the 2 hourly, 4 hourly, 15-minute chart. Let me just zoom in. Yeah, I think that range would be reasonable. It's pretty tight, and you have an opportunity on the price rolling back down here. I think there's a very high chance, okay? Remember, we're looking at probabilities here. I think there is, you know, a 60-65 chance of BTC rolling down from that 36.2, 36.4 region. Be careful with wicks and volatility. But, you know, if we start making this kind of dodgy price action, I think the price will eventually, you know, get gravitated to the downside. And it's just by looking at the chart, only because of big, massive volume here. This is the thing, probabilities. Now, obviously, there's a 35% chance that you might just get a, you know, the price consolidating and getting a breakout. But this is why, you know, stop loss behind this major big red volume over here, looking at the 15-minute. So if you do manage to catch the entry right there, you know, your stop loss for your potential, you know, profit is 3 times more. So if you definitely get, this is definitely good risk to reward trade right over there. Let's see what happens. You know, this might roll down from here, or it might, yeah. Let's see what happens in the next coming days, coming hours, coming minutes potentially. Is there a bullish divergence on ADA on the 4 hourly? Let's take a look at that. Why not? Bullish divergence on ADA on the 4 hourly. Let's take a look at this potential bullish divergence on the 4 hourly here on ADA. I've got my RSI here. Let me just put that here. 1 second. Get this. Boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang. Bullish divergence on ADA on the 4 hourly. Are you talking about RSI? It's not on the RSI on, oh, sorry. Yeah, it potentially is. Yes, it is. Very true. Very true. You are getting that bullish reaction. You got slightly higher lows, right? Oh, no. Do you? I'm not too sure actually here right now. Let me just check. RSI here is 25.12. RSI here is 26.12. Yeah, you do have some bullish divergence on the 4 hourly, slightly higher lows on the RSI and lower lows. So yeah, that potential bounce is very, very likely here on ADA. I guess on Bitcoin also you do have a little bit of bullish divergence. Maybe looking at the 4 hourly. No, you don't actually. It's 29.98 here. 29.04. You haven't got the bullish divergence on the 4 hourly on Bitcoin. Right, let's go through the comments. See you later, Andy. Duck, thank you very much for joining, for the support, guys. And yeah, I'm basically going to leave right now. DXY is going parabolic. Much love from Italy. DXY, this is absolutely crazy how the DXY has been pumping. I've just seen it, the candle today, and it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. It's going absolutely bonkers. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Very interesting times, guys. Interesting times. Look at this pump from today on the DXY. Absolutely crazy. Guys, I'm going to wrap it up. You know the deal. That's my analysis on Bitcoin. This is starting to get into a very interesting level. I wouldn't rush into trade. I would wait for a kind of reaction, because this could climb and make have a big massive green candle to the upside. I would wait. I know it's entering a really good area right now, but like I said, patience is key. Take a look at the 15-minute, or depending on how we react to this level, it might be good for shorting. Okay, not financial advice, of course. Just by looking at the massive price action and volume, major resistance above us. Stay cautious, guys. Stay safe. I'm going to leave right now. This is going to take at least half an hour, 1 hour to see what kind of reaction, okay, we do get at this area. Stay super safe, guys. I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Check out Bitcoinsensus website. Check out the links down below. Another way to support the channel and you to get the best bonus available on Bybit and on Prime XBT, okay? Make sure to check it out. I've got a full tutorial down below if you want to enjoy how I explain, like I explain on my videos, just, you know, how to use these platforms. Check out Bitcoinsensus website. We've got the latest news and TA ideas posted every single day. And Natalie is live. Make sure to join Natalie's live stream right now. She is live. I'm just going to jump there also and say hello. Guys, I hope you had a fantastic time. Make sure to join Natalie's live stream right away. Stay safe trading. I'll be doing with updates tomorrow and also live streams. Go check out Natalie. I'm going to go there and say hello. Natalie is live. Ask her many questions on altcoins, on Bitcoin. And yeah, guys. 600 votes here. Are you bearish for the coming months? And 58% people said yes. I remember a couple of weeks ago, there was about 58% people bullish a few weeks ago with this question. Thank you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you very soon.